It's Wimborne Town that march on into the semi-finals of the Senior Cup after a stirring victory 3-2 over Dorchester Town tonight at Cuthbury. And all this without arguably Wimborne's two-star men of the season, John Blake and Adam Costello. Both left out by manager Steve Cuss because they're suffering knocks. So in he drafted Billy Maybury into the central defence, and up front he started with Matt Kemble and Steve Smith.
There he is.
And Wimborne started well and were on top for the first 5 minutes, but the first goal when it came was at the other end, and it was Jamie Symes on 9 minutes, whose clinical finish put the visitors 1-0 ahead. And 7 minutes later it should really have been 2-0 to Dorchester. A cracking shot in and from an open position just went wide. But Wimborne got back in terms just after the half hour when a cross came in from the left and the big Dorchester centre half Charlie Clough headed it back to his keeper. But there was Matt Kemble in between the two, and he beat off the attentions of two defenders to squirm it into the net. At this point it was looking okay for Wimborne 1-1, but what could have been a crucial goal came 4 minutes before the interval, when the ball struck a post and then came out and George Coulson slotted it home amidst severe cries for offside. But the goal stood and it was 2-1 at half time. Second half, Dorchester came out and for the first 5 minutes they looked the dominant team, but then Wimborne took over and for the next 40 minutes were by far the better team. Chances came and chances went until Matt Kemble brought the Magpies level with a cracking header from a Mickey Hubbard corner. And that was on 54 minutes. The winning goal came on 80 minutes when Jamie Davidson was put through the middle, held off the challenge of a couple of defenders and cracked a left foot shot past the Dorchester keeper into the corner of the net. After that it was Wimborne could have added to their tally, and Dorchester had Charlie Clough sent off for a second yellow card. But this was Wimborne's night, and some of the football they played in the second half was the best they've played this season. We've been talking about the need to close players down and to find space, and Wimborne did absolutely that. They closed the Conference South team down in the second half, and they found space and they found each other with crisp, fast passing, which was quickly brought under control. This was a tremendous performance by Wimborne. And they must give them heart for the game on Saturday, where we've got Shortwood United coming here to Cuthbury. I hope to see you. And I've got Magpie manager Steve Cuss here with me after tonight's thrilling 3-2 win for the Magpies over Dorchester Town. Steve, you must be pleased with the result, but you must be even more pleased with the performance.
Yeah, absolutely delighted with both. You know, we set ourselves out each week to put on a performance that's good enough to win a game, and certainly tonight's performance was good enough to win any game, and even against a very strong Conference South side. You know, we put on a great performance tonight. Our control of the ball and movement was excellent, and it was a joy to watch. You know, I thoroughly enjoyed watching us.
Yeah, so did I. Skipper Scott Arnold said in his programme notes tonight that we needed to learn from the Merthyr game. We needed to close teams down. My goodness, we did that tonight.
Yeah, well, you know, I've set the players a little challenge there after Saturday. I said we need to close down the opposition a little bit better than what we were doing, and I said to us we needed to be brave. I've said all season we're not a physical side. We can't just put the ball forward and expect that to be good enough. We have to be brave and pass it, and at times players are going to have to take chances, and that's what they did tonight. And you know, like I say, our passing and movement was excellent. We created a number of chances.
We worked hard, and when we got the ball we were precision passing and bringing it under control quickly. That for me was the best performance of the season. In fact, as I said earlier, it was the best I think I've ever seen a Wimborne team play in the second half tonight. They were sensational.
Yeah, like I say, it was really pleasing to hear that, because, you know, like I say, I really enjoyed it as well. And I think the players enjoy playing that way. You know, we give them the freedom to get the ball down, pass it, lots of movement, lots of pace about the pitch, and you know, they enjoy playing that, and they're happy in there tonight, and obviously disappointed on Saturday. And it's just that consistency thing for us now. If we can just, you know, try and put those consistent performances together, because it's performances that will get the results. I keep saying it all the time in the dressing room. Just consistently try and perform to your best, and that will get us the results.
And all this tonight without Adam Costello and John Blake, arguably two of our most influential players this season. That must give you terrible selection problems.
It gives me really terrible selection problems, but I want, you know, like I said, all season I've had 18 quality players. It was nice to get Billy Maybury back in tonight. He's been ill for a couple of weeks, and he's done very well. You know, we had to rest Adam and John tonight. We've got slight niggles, but for Saturday, team selection is going to be tough, and if they can make it tough for me every week, I'm happy as long as we keep winning.
Big game on Saturday. Shortwood have been on a run recently. That they'll come here full of confidence. Can we put together back-to-back wins this week?
Well, that's what we're going to try and do. You know, obviously all season we've struggled to put back-to-back wins together. You know, it's probably a twist of fate that we're playing a couple of teams that are right in form at the moment. You know, Shortwood, and then after the Winchester game, we've got Bridgewater, two of the form teams, and Swindon after that. So, you know, we know we're in for a very tough Christmas, including that Boxing Day game at Winchester. So if we can come out of that with some points and be in a reasonably good position, and hopefully we can push on after Christmas.
Play like that we will. Steve, thanks very much for your time.
Thanks. Cheers.